Someone tagged a New Mexico State police officer's squad car with language we can't repeat.
And now the police chief is speaking out about the tension that he's feeling in the community. News 13's Chris McKee talked to the chief today. He's live at the agency's Albuquerque headquarters. Chris?
Yeah, Dean and Jessica, over the weekend, someone wrote F cops on an Albuquerque State Police squad car. Now, while Chief Pete Casetta says he'd really like to find out who did this, he's also hoping that releasing this information will help create a dialogue between the community and officers about what's right.
Oh, that's not good.
The picture these people are looking at is enough to make anyone cringe.
This is really intentional.
Why do that?
They're reacting to this, a vulgar message reading F cops spray painted on a New Mexico State Police car this weekend.
It's really wrong.
And that's the same feeling NMSP Chief Pete Cassettas has.
Being first and foremost human, it's discouraging when you see that.
Cassettas says vandals did it early Sunday morning outside an apartment complex in Albuquerque's International District. The officer driving the car was off duty. Cassettas says they're now looking for leads, but they're not too hopeful.
I'm a realist. I don't expect that anybody will come forward.
He says releasing the image, though, is about sending a message during a time he says there's obvious tension between communities and police agencies.
There's definitely an uptick in the negative treatment towards police officers.
From protests in Albuquerque after 2 APD officers shot and killed James Boyd.
Justice! See in their faces.
To other cities like New York and Ferguson, criticism has increased over the job police are doing. Casetta says officers are paying attention, but he says vandalism isn't the way to change anything.
You know what? We're not perfect. We get it. But we have a job to do. And we go out there and do it day in and day out. And
some in the community agree.
They should have really good respect. It's really wrong.
I support both sides, but I think that, you know, they're here to defend us, but they're also not above the law.
Now, state police says officers were able to clean off that squad car with just some basic chemicals. However, they say it didn't cost them anything so far, but it did take a lot of man-power hours away to do that. Back to you.
All right, Chris, thank you. Now, we saw vandalism like this last year during protests that followed the shooting of homeless camper James Boyd. Vandals spray painted F the police on an APD substation in Nob Hill. And we learned today